Hello again, everybody. So, that was actually pretty quick. A whole bunch of signs just appeared, kind of all in the same area right around the same time. So, we'll see if I can get a second person to assist here. I just tried to summon this person. I feel like that summon is probably failing, so I'm gonna try... there's a guy over here, looks like that's not gonna work. Probably just gonna end up summoning Solaire again, since I'm not seeing any other signs here. Oh, and it won't let me summon Solaire, that's fantastic. Yeah, the game keeps kind of bugging out on me like that, not letting me summon Solaire or certain other phantoms, so... Looks like this guy is just eager to get going, so I think we're going to just rush into the boss fight with the two of us. Yeah, summoning failed. Let's see if it'll give me another sign, another person, something. Oh, let's try this guy again. Alpha Shadow. Let's see if we can summon him. If this one doesn't work, then we're just going to rush into the boss fight. Yeah, this is a lot of the trouble that I've been having where it won't actually let me summon other people. Okay. Looks like this guy's getting impatient though, so... And that other one's not going to work, so we're just going to go ahead and go in. Here we go again. Oh, and I get speared immediately. Alright, let's hope this guy is a little more helpful than the last person. Let's also hope that I don't die right away. I really would love to get my souls here. Oh boy. Alright. Oh man. This is not going well at all. It looks like that other player is mostly damaging Ornstein, which is unfortunate. I would like to have Smo killed first, because he's the tougher one to kill. Yeah, but that's not going to happen. Alright, well, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, I'm glad that we got one of them killed. Yep, so as I mentioned in the last attempt, killing one of them gives the survivor a little bit of his powers. So Smo is now much larger and has a lightning effect. So the Dragon Slayer has the lightning effect originally. He does some lightning damage. Now Smo has absorbed that and can do lightning damage. He has a few new attacks in his repertoire, but generally just big and slow. Killing Ornstein first and then killing Smo second is generally considered the easier path, which is why, you know, most people have the soul and the armor set and everything that you get from killing them in this order, and why it's recommended when you can to help people kill them in the other order. It's unfortunate, but I'm not going to complain because I have not been having much luck fighting these bosses just in general. So, we got the soul. The battle is done. We got some humanity, all manner of good things. And I actually hit the button there, so I didn't see which soul we got. So we got the soul of Smo. Smo the Executioner, who guards the cathedral in the forsaken city of Anor Londo. Yeah. Okay, so finally we had a decent attempt. I did pick up my souls again also, so that was good. Now, there's an elevator back here that we can ride. This will take us up above, and this will get us our next MacGuffin that we were seeking. Oh, and there's also a bonfire in here. I forgot to mention that. So we can also level up a bit. Yeah, we're gonna head in here. And looks like we have a very large NPC.
Thou hast journeyed far and overcome much, chosen undead. Come hither, child.
Yes, we have journeyed quite far.
O chosen
We have overcome a
undead,
lot.
I am Guinevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn and Queen of Sunlight. Since the day
Okay.
Father his form did obscureth, I have awaited thee. I bequeath the Lord Vessel to thee.
Okay, so we got the Lord Vessel, which is what we were sent here by Kingseeker Framps, the giant snake monster back in Firelink Shrine. We're sent back here to retrieve this. Lord Vessel, as it says right there on the screen, we can now warp between certain bonfires. Not all, but a lot of
Succeed,
bonfires.
Lord Gwyn, and
So that is now
inherit
our
the
fast travel
fire
that we have
of our
obtained.
world.
And then
Thou
she's kind of
shalt
giving us our
end
next
it
task.
with eternal twilight,
We need to
and
go
avert further
follow the same
undead
path that Gwyn followed
sacrifices.
to light the fire of the worlds, for lack of any better explanation. So we're gonna go do that. That is our next goal. This is also, let's see. So yeah, where is it? Right here. We can warp. I'm also going to level up a bit since we can. And I can do 2 levels. So I'm going to put 2 more points into strength. I've been shooting for 16 strength through a couple levels. That will actually let us use a slightly better weapon. And it increases our damage by just a very, very minuscule amount. That is, doesn't really matter that much. And then let's see. I don't know whether I want vitality. We'll put a point into vitality for now. And then we want to start leveling up our faith again. I really want to get to 50 faith. That's kind of 50 is kind of the cutoff point for most stats. If you, that's where you really start running into diminishing returns and not getting as much benefit from the stats. So you might as well hit that point with all your important stats, right? Get your endurance up to 40 because that's the cutoff point for your stamina bar. You'll stop getting stamina at that point and only get extra equipment load. Vitality is 40 or 50 also, so it's nice to hit that point with all the stats you care about before, pushing past your cutoff point, your soft cap, so to speak. So, a little bit of strength, and then we're going to be done with strength forever and ever with this character. A little bit of vitality, because I really like having the extra health. And then we're going to focus on faith again, because that'll give us a bit more damage output. So, with that, we can warp back to all these different shrines. So we can warp into the Painted World of Ariamis. We can warp back to the Undead Parish. We can warp to Anor Londo. The Sunlight Altar, which is... I might just go check that out real quick. This is our Covenants. This is the one on the bridge underneath the tower that the Drake is guarding. I believe... Ah, there he is. Hey. Nope. No, don't want to pray. Trying to talk to Solaire. There we go.
Oh, hello there.
Yes,
Forgive
hello.
me. I was just pondering about my poor fortune.
Your poor
I
fortune.
did not find my own son, not in Anor Londo, nor in Twilight Blight Town. Where else might my son be? Lost Izalith? Or the tomb of the Grave Lord? But I cannot give up. I became undead to pursue this. But when I peer at the sun up above, it occurs to me, what if I am seen as a laughingstock? As a blind fool without reason? Well, I suppose they wouldn't be far off.
Interesting little bit of story and character regarding our friend here, Knight
hello
Solaire.
there. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun.
His
The
creepy
sun
sun
is a
fetish.
wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
There's some interesting speculation about this character here, the Knight Solaire. So Gwyn is... We've been hearing his name a lot. He kindled the first fire and so on and so on. He's a very important figure. He's also the god of sunlight, and he has a son and a daughter, and then another son who has been forsaken, whose name has been stricken from the world. So we don't know the name, but there's some speculation that the forsaken son might actually be Solaire, because he talks about the incandescent sun as a heavenly father and that sort of thing. You know, just fun speculation, fun little conspiracy theory. There's a lot of rumors and stuff in this game because none of the story is explicit, right? There's hints in the item descriptions and in some of the hidden dialogue that you can find. It's pretty fantastic. All right, so we're gonna head back to Firelink Shrine. Now, unfortunately, without the bonfire lit here in Firelink Shrine, we can't use it to warp away. We can warp from any lit bonfire. We can only warp to a very specific handful of bonfires. But we can still warp to Firelink Shrine, even if we can't leave it. Oh, and we got another one of our friends here. So,
well,
chat with our
fancy meeting
nightly
you
friend.
Here. You did much for me up above.
Our other nightly
I am
friend, I guess.
grateful. You know, I was thinking the gates, the old fortress. Was that your doing?
Was that our doing? Yes, actually that was.
Yes, I knew it. It seemed like an unlikely coincidence. Well,
Yep,
am
you
I
are correct.
fortunate? This Knight of Katarina thanks you sincerely. Please, take this.
All right,
as a
so we're getting
token of
another
my
token of his gratitude. I wonder what it's going to be this time. Ooh, a miracle. Emit force.
There
Interesting.
you are. I'll be heading down below shortly. There's nothing worthwhile up above. No worries. Venturing is my life. I'm prepared for the worst.
Interesting. All right, so we're probably going to end up following him to some extent or running into him later and
There
saving
you
him
are.
again. That seems to be the theme of this guy. All right, he doesn't have anything else important to say. So with that, this is Kingseeker Frampt. He popped up. He's the one who we talked to, and he told us to go seek the Lord Vessel.
Heavens, you have done it.
See? He's
You
very
have
excited that we got it, too.
retrieved the Lord Vessel. After 1,000 years, it is you. It is really you.
He also makes some very creepy noises. He has like the creepy mouth.
Forgive
and
me. I
clicks his
really
teeth.
should calm down. Now, let us take that vessel on a journey.
He's such a
I
weird
assume
creature.
that you are ready. Now, be still.
Yep, so the way that he transports you is by swallowing you. He doesn't kill you, don't worry. Doesn't even injure you. He swallows you and then takes you down below and spits you out.
Firelink Chamber for the successor of Lord Gwyn. Now, place the Lord Vessel on the altar.
Yep, so this is our next task. We need to place the Lord Vessel here on this altar. No big deal. It's just a giant pot, basically. But it acts like a bonfire, so we can actually warp away from Firelink Shrine from this bonfire. So it's not too bad, even though Firelink is not... The fire up above is not accessible. So,
Very well. As Kingseeker, I shall
Now he's gonna give us our next
instruct
task.
you, the Lord's successor, in your next task. To achieve your fate, fill the vessel
so we
with
need to hunt down
powerful
some
souls,
very specific,
commensurate
powerful
to the
souls.
great soul of
They're
Gwyn.
part of the story that's told in the
Scarce
opening
few
cutscene that I
possess such
skipped.
Brilliant souls.
So,
Brave Lord Nito,
yeah, here we go.
the Witch of Izalith, the 4 kings of New Londo, who inherited the shards of Gwyn's
So the story
soul,
is basically that
and
Gwyn
Lord Gwyn's former
found or
confidant,
inherited some
Seek
very, very powerful
the
soul.
Scales.
And
All
he
of
split
their
the
souls
power of
are
that soul
required
amongst these
to
friends to fight
satiate
off
the
the
Lord
creatures of
Vessel.
darkness, the eternal dragons,
Are you ready? Then
way back a long time ago. And then he used that to light the first flame after they won their battle and all that sort of thing. That's kind of a very, very high-level overview of the story of this world. So when we place the Lord Vessel, the cutscene would have shown a couple of doors opening up, or not quite doors opening up, but there were some golden fog walls. I showed you one at Anor Londo, right near that bonfire in the opening area. There were these golden, like, sealed-off fog walls. Well, the gold is gone, so now we can actually go into those areas. And those are where the souls are that we're after. So we've got a couple of options. We can go down into the ruins, the New Londo ruins where the ghosts are, which is a pretty nasty place, but that's where one of the souls is that we need, one of the Lord souls. We can go after Gravelord Nito, the first of the dead. He is in the Tomb of Giants, which is below the catacombs, which I absolutely hate those places. But it's one of the ones that we need to fight. Let's see, the Witch of Izalith. She is past where we rang the first bell in Blighttown after we defeated the Chaos Witch Quelaag, the giant spider chick. Beyond that, there was a fire monster that we defeated, the Ceaseless Discharge. That's going to be where we get to Lost Izalith and we fight the Bed of Chaos. And that will be one of the souls that we need. And then the last one is going to be the one back at Anor Londo that I pointed out earlier. That is how we get to Seath Scaleless. So I actually think I would like to have this bonfire lit again, just because it's very, very convenient to have lit. So I think I'm going to head down here so that I can warp. If you fall, rather than letting him eat you, that is an equally quick way to get back to the Firelink Altar. And this is a Lotus Warp, so I'm going to warp to Chamber of the Princess. This is up above in Anor Londo. This is the last bonfire we just lit. From here, we will use the Black Eye Orb, which will let us invade and hopefully defeat the person who murdered the Firekeeper at Firelink Shrine. So that's what we're going to do next time. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next video.